How's it going, everybody? It is Ice364 here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today, I really wanted to talk about Touhou Blooming Chaos. Touhou Blooming Chaos 2. Now, if some of y'all remember, I did do a little, I don't want to say detailed, but we did a review of this game. It was quite long, so hey, if you're interested, Touhou Blooming Chaos 2. I've actually wanted to talk about this game for quite a while now. I've been playing it a lot in my free time since, well, ever, really. I play this game on a daily basis. Why? Because it's fun. And I thought, you know what? I did do a review video of this game a long time ago, but what if I just came up here and told you just why this game is good and why I like it and why you should give it a shot. How's it going, everybody? It is Ice364 here, and today, as I mentioned, we will be talking about why Touhou Blooming Chaos 2 is one of, if not my favorite Touhou fan game, and maybe even the best one. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more games covered like this, let me know which game would you like to see me cover, and without any further ado, let us begin. Starting off, we have our beginning character. We follow our beloved little Chirino here, and yeah, you go ahead and explore the town a little, which you can see you have a lot of different places, a lot of different people, and they all have their different functions. As you can see, the little cursor on my screen, it is used for aiming. Now, each and every single character, as you can see down here, this is where you change your characters. Every single character has a very unique skill set and different attack and dash. So basically, let's go ahead and see what our beloved Chirino does. So, as you can see, I also have down their equipment, but we'll cover that later. As you can see, Chirino can do ice damage. She has a nice range of doing some nice ice damage. She also has a skill, Icicle Fall, where she just shoots out a big barrage of icicles. She also has a little move where she freezes everybody in the vicinity and deals damage. Perfect freeze. And we have Blizzard, which is just stronger, more focused melee attack. And also her dash does a bit of ice damage, which is not that special. So if we go over here, you have a default selection of characters over Chirino, Yomu, Sanae, Rin, Alice, Hina, Clownpiece, Orin, Marissa, Reimu, Suvako, Star, and Mistia. Now, these are all characters that you have to unlock, because at the very beginning, you do start off with just Chirino. So you have to go over and unlock these characters, especially. And what I really liked about this game is you have to unlock every single character specifically. Everybody has their own way of being unlocked, which I will cover later on. We also have DLC characters. DLCs are honestly pretty cheap, and there's a lot of good characters. And what I really appreciated, about this game, it's really high quality. And every single character is unique. You have like melee. For example, Remilia, she's a melee user. She has some of her classic moves. Very flashy, very high damage, And we have Satori, Shizuha, Benben, and Shion. In DLC 2, we have Flandre, Koishi, Minaraki, Yatsuhashi, and June. In DLC 3, which is my personal favorite pack, we have my wife Yukari, Erin, Kanako, Yuka, and Junko. And in DLC 4, we have our beloved Japanese goblin, Eiki, Tenshi, Kasen, and Kokoro. Suika is one of my personal favorites in this game because she is unique because she has 2 transformation states. She can turn into a giant shooting fireworks, and then also she can become this dense Onigeki Dama dark energy overlord very flashy moves, very high damage. Then she can also yeet a spirit bomb. And she also has like a little misty form where she can turn into a ghost and summon little hers. Look, come on, you can't say that is not adorable. So yeah, every single character is very unique and they do like completely different things. So you will never find yourself being bored because everybody is unique and specific and highly detailed and well done. Now, this is the main lobby. Here we have very different but important rooms, such as equipment, exchange, accessory, heroes, and gallery. We won't visit gallery for I don't wanna get age restricted, but if y'all want to see some spicy gals in their undergarments, the gallery is the place for you. And we have music room. Those two are pretty self-explanatory, but let's visit some of these areas because you will be visiting them quite a lot. So basically here, for an example, you will have your skin section. Now, when you buy a DLC character, you will have all the costumes for them unlocked. As you can see, I got every single DLC for this game because, honestly, I just love this game, and I think it's money well spent. The DLCs aren't that pricey either, so it's perfect. I'm trying to find Suika, goddammit. I want to show... Okay, there it is. So, here we are, Suika. Now we can change her appearance. Look, and if you notice the little art over at Suika, look, she actually changes her appearance. So if I go into my character, equipment, look, her art completely changes, which I find to be a very, very nice touch. If we can change, into a cousin, for an example, as well, we can just go ahead and see, she's wearing cousin's clothes and she's wearing her colors, which is a very, very nice and unique touch. And kudos to the developers for adding it. Now, as for non-DLC characters, as you can see, I don't have much. Actually, I don't have any skins unlocked for Tsuruno. But the thing is, here, you actually have to unlock skins. And how do you do that? Well, in this game, you have something called equipment. As you may have noticed at the bottom of the screen, I have equipment, equipped. And each equipment piece has different rarities, legendary being, that is Phantasm, being the highest grade of equipment, and every piece of equipment has different, abilities and stats. For an example, let's say Erin's dress grants 3 additional shield HPs. Every enemy you defeat charges the shielding by 2%, and every 100% charge deflects a hit take, and you can see what this piece of equipment buffs as well. And you get little explanations, on the equipment itself, giving you a little bit of lore, let's say, about Touhou World, which is very nice. So, basically, these equipments, as I mentioned, have different rarities. So, once you get every single piece of equipment through, the most common to the, legendary, that is Phantasm, called in this game, once you fill them all up, you will gain an access to one of these skins. Yes, only one of them. So you kind of have motivation to go over and over the grind for this equipment and get your skins. As you can see so far, I have no skins for anybody, which is big Sag. Here I screwed myself over because I accidentally implemented the item that I had equipped on me. It sucked. So yeah, as you can see, for Reimu, I'm just one equipment away. Who knows, maybe we'll even get it in this video. But yes, you will find these. I'm also one equipment away from Marisa's skin, which is epic. They even have a Mima skin. Let's go. So yeah, once you collect each piece of the equipment from all the rarities, you will be able to unlock one of the costumes. They're purely cosmetic. They have no other impact on the game. So if you just want a little challenge or just want to have some fun, go for it. It's a very fun and nice thing to do. Next up is the exchange shop. Now, Exchange Shop is pretty self-explanatory. As you can see, you have these like little coins, and you can exchange. No, I don't want to waste my gold coins. They are pretty precious. So basically, here it's pretty self-explanatory. You can, just trade in for one of these silver coins. Now, this is a short segment, but these silver coins are going to be very important at the very beginning of the game to unlock some of the heroes. So if you get some gold coins, for an example, you can exchange them for a specific character here. You just approach it and interact with it, and bada bing, bada boom, it is done. Now, the reason why I covered the coin shop is, well, coins. As you can see, while killing enemies in the game, they have a chance to drop their coins. As you can see, the ghost coins. Now, once you collect enough coins that are needed, don't worry, I have them collected here, but the game will show you just, what you need, so you don't need to be, banging your head against the wall. Here, as you can see, if you collect 2 Kadima coins, Kidama coins, I hope I pronounced that right, you will unlock Sanae as a playable character. If you get all the ghost coins, you will get Yomu. If you get all the fairies, you get a clown piece. And here, actually, this little segment is pretty important because if you played the developers' previous games, you will kind of get a little bit of lore drops about their character. They're kind of like OG character, their OC. And yeah, here basically you kind of have a little puzzle, let's say, and you will have like not a puzzle but a trivia. And if you answer all of the questions correctly, you will be awarded with a secret character, which is pretty nice. Here, as well as I mentioned, just collecting points, and you will be unlocking characters. Now, these are the gold coins that can be, well, these are the, character golden coins, which can be transmitted into just regular gold coins, but there are also gold coins that are dropped from bosses, as you can see, Aya, Chen, Nitori. They're also important for other things, especially gold coins. As you can see, for Marisa, we needed quite a lot of gold coins, and, for Orin, we needed just one, but, as well, you can see for Reimu and Suwako, we needed a lot of gold coins, a lot of coins from bosses. So, you need to grind bosses, to get their coins. But, yeah, that's basically how you get them. And gold coins do have another major role to play, so we will cover that shortly. But before we cover that, we shall be covering accessories, that is, items. What are accessories? Well, basically, they are the items you have. For example, I have some items in my inventory that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, well, that was a lie. I do not have anything. But the point is, you have different items. For example, like a healing potion, MP potion, and some other items that give you special buffs, debuffs, deal damage, and that type of stuff. There is a lot, and I mean a lot of items in this game, so you can just play around, mess around, just see how they fit, Basically, it's a pretty nice variety of items, and they're all uniquely animated and well done as well. Obviously, not potions, like, they're just consumables, but like, for example, the mini Hakira will just launch Marisa's unique special move, and, some other moves. For an example, the Hakure Treasury will deploy a nice little carpet on the floor. Bruh, I forgot how to say, like a sigil on the floor. So yeah, you have a variety of items that can help you in battle, and if you find enough, you can place them on these pedestals. Now, as I said, I don't have much items. Oh, actually, I can just show you this right now. So I'm going to put this star in here, and now it's going to say collection completed, find Erin for exchanges. And now if we go to Erin, she's going to give us a boss's coin, the gold coin that I mentioned. So you want to find these items, you want to collect them, and, if you're unlocking a character, you simply need gold coins. This is the best place to get your gold coins. For example, I don't know, I'll take Reimu's gold coin, So here we go. We get a gold coin. Here is your storage, so you can just pick up items from your storage directly. As you can see, you have consumables, equipment, silver, gold, and so not all of them give you the same rewards though. Some will give you silver coins, some will give you gold coins, but at the end of the day, it's a nice place to farm coins and equipment. This is Korindo's shop. As you know, our man here, Rinasuke, has some nice stuff for us. For an example, his shop will reset, quite often. His shop won't stay the same forever. It does reset, it does change. I believe only these two items here stay the same, but everything else just kinda resets over time. So you can purchase items from Rinasuke. You can also upgrade your equipment, for, making it a better piece, just giving you better, stats. And you can also do a reforge. Basically, you can combine two equipment pieces and they will create a brand new one. Which is very, simple and self-explanatory, but, Korindo is just there. So, yeah. And if you have Mystia's Izakaya, you can approach Mystia, that is the game another from this developer. If you have the game already purchased, you can come here, talk to Mystia, and you can get Mystia as a secret character, which is very, very nice. And here is Kanako. Here you can reset your attribute points, which is, I think, something good to talk about now. You have different stats and attributes for each and every single character. Now, this does change depending on the character. These are unique for every character. To be specific, the stats are the same, for upgrades. But they don't carry over to other characters when, for example, these are my Suika's, attributes. And if I switch to, let's say, Chirino, they will be different, and I would have to unlock, level them up all over again. So let's say I will get myself more attack, and that's it. It's as simple as that. And if you don't like the decisions you made, you can come here to Kanako, and she can, reset you, and, she can reset you, and you can also exchange, XP for coins and different things. And now that we have covered all the bases of the game, well, we haven't yet, but we will cover those in the gameplay section. But let me switch to Kanako and show you some gameplay. So basically here you have the gal. See, I collected my reward for completing. So basically you can approach her. See, I completed my assignment and I got myself a gold coin. So now I can pick a different assignment, as you can see. For an example, let's pick beating ghosts. So we can get Marissa's armor, we can get Iku's armor, and let's go collect potions for Tevi's armor. And there you go. So now that I have my tasks, they will appear at the bottom right on my screen, and then I will know what to do. And so far, you go through this little gate, and you have easy mode, normal mode, and hard mode. So for the sake of this video, let's just go into normal mode and showcase the dungeons and places. Although you have to be very, different modes have different stages, and different modes have different enemies, bosses, and stages. So Kanako is currently my favorite character in this game. She's pretty powerful, she's pretty fun. Wee! Power up! So as you can see, the enemies do shoot bullets. I am in easy mode now, so it's a little different, I suppose. But yeah, the difficulty does change in different difficulty settings, surprise, surprise, and you will get different enemies and bosses. So I know that's something very nice. In the overworld, here you will find chests. They do spawn randomly and do give random equipment. And this time I got lucky. I got actually good stuff. Wow. So yeah, Basically, through chests you can get random items, and you, if you get lucky, can get some good equipment. Now, it is a little bit like maze-like, so you do have to go around and explore, kill all of the enemies. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there we go. So yeah, you have to kill different enemies, and there's different enemy types. For example, ghosts, you have these like weird guys with bags over their head. They're, for example, super strong and they're very fast. You have the moon emissaries. They do different things like homing projectiles and other different things like shooting rockets, turning invisible, teleporting, all that type of stuff. And every single enemy has a different bullet pattern. Ghosts, for an example, red ghosts, when you kill them, they will drop. Whoa. Red ghosts, when you kill them, they will just like explode, when you kill them, explode in a barrage of bullets. And yeah, some will just spawn a little slowing field. So here, with this blue sigil in this empty room, is going to be your boss fight indicator. Right there, when you enter it, you will enter a boss fight. As you can see now, the bosses are usually like random. So yeah, this time we are facing off against Alice. I'm sad that ended pretty quickly. Maybe I should have went on a more difficult mode, laughing my ass off. But yeah. Also, in the overworld, you will find different types of random events, such as this one, for an example. Wow, that was perfectly timed. So you will find these special little dungeon rooms in which they will give you different tasks. For example, here they want a piece of equipment. I have got the kitty's equipment that I actually really like because Odin kind of has a pretty good piece of equipment, and I really don't want to drop it, but you know what? For the sake of the video. Yeah, so now we unlock the chest and got... Well, I don't want to say that we got garbage, but we did get something, that's fine. I'm still crying inside. So yeah, basically you will get those random encounters, and even if you're lucky, you can encounter a corridor shop, like a traveling corridor shop, and that is where you will find like most of your phantasm level equipment. That is the legendary and the best, equivalents of the equipment in the game. You will also find Rinosuke, who can, upgrade or, buy armor from, or reforge it, the guy from the overworld, which was, pretty cool. Can really help you out at times. And you can find Devi, who will actually help you out in a good way because she sells the rarest equipment pieces. Renosuke is just there more like for items because it is very rare, it is random what they sell. But Devi, for example, will always sell you high-level equipment no matter what, while Rinosuke is just kind of random. But that's fine. That's fine. If you find Devi, honestly, you should always have some money on you because, if you have Devi and she's selling good stuff, you want to buy it. You want to buy it. Weed. Epic. We got some epic weed. The music in this game will most probably be the favorite part of the game for me. Like, the music in this game is such a banger. It's fit for, like, every situation. It has, like, super hype music, like, good if you're a gym rat or something. And you also have, some chill and calm music, if you want to study to something, for an example. If you're just, like, studying or, like, chilling. Like, this game, honestly, kudos to anybody who did the soundtrack. Honestly, this game is just way too good. And now you might see me as an OP player, but like, trust me, even easy mode is going to be difficult when you start off basically with only Chirino and level 1. So yeah. And speaking of Chirino, this game actually has a story mode which you can always access and play over and over again. Basically, the story mode will only trigger if you are playing with Chirino, which can be a little annoying, I guess. Like if you just wanna play the game with your favorite gal, Chirino, but you can't because, well, I mean you can, but the story mode, cutscenes and chats and events will always keep popping up. So it is what it is. But if you play with like regular characters that isn't, Chirino, you will then just not get the story and you will just, go through stages regularly. But if you are interested in the story, well, whoa. If you are interested in the story, I recommend you check it out yourself because this is more of a review video and I don't want to really go into spoilers territory when it comes to story. I think that's something you should enjoy yourself and have a great time with yourself. So I will leave the story if you're really interested, for you to enjoy if you, decide to get the game or, just check it out on YouTube. Maybe even I could cover it in a dedicated video. I could make a new profile and start the game over again, maybe on stream, maybe on video. Do let me know, would you like to see me play this game's story mode on my channel? Okay, so we have another random event. See what's written on it. Yes, read it. What? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, fuck. No, no. No, 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 no. Ow. No. Oh, God. So basically, what this piece of shit game mode does, what it did was reverse my controls, which was pretty funny. I'm sad that the rewards sucked balls, though, but, it is what it is. Yoink. And also make sure to use your dashes, because every single dash, although it is, obviously used for dodging, they can deal damage and even inflict debuffs on enemies. For example, if I remember correctly, if you dash into somebody as Chirino, you have a chance to freeze them. And as you saw, with Kanako, for an example, if I dash into somebody or, close to them, there will be like this like magical tree log that will fall on their head. So, that is very, very epic, and other characters do different things. As you saw, like, Remilia will do just, like, 1,000 slashes with her claws, and Yuka will plant a literal flower, which will just be on the ground for a little while and explode, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. It can come in handy, later on. Shit! The time to die! Pa 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 pa. Ow. Bruh. And we got garbage. But yeah, the bosses do have a chance of dropping their own gold coin, which is one of the ways you will be getting your gold coins, although there's a lot of ways of doing that. Get shot. But yeah, oh wow, okay, that was... Okay, fast. Oh my god, just focus on the music a little bit. It's so good. Like, my god. Whoa, Nitori. No. No. Whoa. No, 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 no. Okay, so Nitori has a little gimmick with these, like, little shields where she will become invincible. You just have to, delete her shields. Let me pick up all those items. And go on to the next boss. I think this should be... Yep, this is the final stage. So, when it comes to, like, hard modes, well, when it comes to, like, game modes in general, they all have unique ending phases. And by unique ending phases, you will not have the same ending phase and the same boss at the end. On easy mode, normal mode, and hard mode, you will be facing different enemies and bosses, so there will be different outcomes and there will be different happenings, possibilities, equipment drops, and that type of stuff. For an example, I think the best would be described with gold coins and with, the boss armor. The final boss, especially on hard mode, does and that's the only way to get her equipment is just by defeating her, and there's like no other way to get her equipment. And her equipment is actually pretty decent, not gonna lie. Like, it's worth the grinding. No. No, bless me. Kind of cold here where I live. It's the weather here is kind of crabby, not gonna lie. Now, as you can see, I'm not collecting silver coins because I already have like crap ton of them. But for a new player, I collect them because they are very important for unlocking new characters. Where are you? Come on, time to die. There we go. Where's the boss? I want to showcase the final boss. The final bosses are like genuinely tough in this game, which is, you know, cool. Whoop! No, no need for that. Alien's equipment can be like very useful at times, especially like if you already kicked ass, you know, long enough, and you just get this like shield, and then you're just settled, right? You're just set. You have basically additional hearts. I'm gonna heal up a little bit. I wanted to say enjoy the music, but the music always cuts off, you know, before the grand finale, which is, you know, odd. So here we have the final boss. Okay, so these fireballs do follow me. Now I'm gonna be trapped here, and I have to dodge these like moves until you can break the box. I remember I was like, ow. I remember I was like so confused the first time I played this game. Like, I just got trapped in this box and I just couldn't escape these moves. You know, I didn't know what to do. You know, I'm just stuck. And, you know, as I was obviously a beginner, I was playing with Chirino and I wasn't that leveled up. Like, it took forever to break that cage. And I was just there like, what do I do? You know, they just kill me. And there I was just hoping, you know, that it doesn't come to the box move, because you can dodge out of it, like you can see when it's about to appear, but you really have to time it well. So basically, that is the gameplay of this game, and you have different characters, different abilities. Maybe I'll even make character showcases, but yeah. Next and final thing that we are going to cover here is different game modes. So, as you can see, this is why you need both silver coins and gold coins. Now, some bosses, that is, some places here need gold coins, as you can see, and some need, you know, silver coins. Now, how do you get these coins? As I mentioned before, it's pretty simple. You just come up to this machine, and let's see, do I have any coins? I do have some Reimu gold coins. Okay, so let's drop one Reimu coin, and if I drop the coin near the machine, I'll get a gold coin. And same goes with like this machine. If you come close to it, you drop a silver coin, you will get a silver coin. So basically you have different game modes, such as, for example, Boss Rush. Pretty self-explanatory. You can see the dungeon features, for example, can bring in equipments, items, and gold, start with your current stats, has up to 10 floors, all boss fights, no penalty even if you quit halfway, and you face off against 10 random bosses. You have Classic Rogue, which is a classic start from zero mode that purely tests your skill and strategy, cannot bring any items, start with your original stats, the severest punishment for the best rewards. So basically, you are starting off with level 1, no upgrades, no equipment, no nothing. You're basically just playing on like lunatic mode, which does say lunatic. Yeah, this is actually insane. You know, it's pretty difficult. But you do get a lot of gold, you do get a lot of XP, and, you know, you do get a lot of like rare chests that can give you some high level equipment. So if you're good at the game, I guess, or like you want a real challenge, you can go here, and it's you know, high risk, high reward. It is very, very difficult, but it's pretty good for grinding equipment, XP, and money. So as you can see, dungeon features cannot bring in equipment, items, or gold, start with the original stats. As I mentioned, has 22 floors in which all types of rooms and bosses may appear. Gold XP rate is, equal to 150%, and boss coin rate is up to 150% as well. Elite enemies rate is 12% bigger, special room rate 7%, and chests can reach blue quality, which is, I believe, the highest chest quality currently in the game. And Corindo appears every 10 floors. As I mentioned, the Corindo shop with Tevi and our boy Rinasuke. We have then Gigantism mode. It's a very tough mode because you can't phase through enemies. You just bump into them. And when you get, when you make it to higher stages, and there's just like giant enemies everywhere, it just becomes impossible to dodge. Like, you use your dodges here. You don't use your dodges to dodge attacks or enemies. You use your dodges here to damage the enemies. Like, here, this mode, just stack as much damage as you can, and, you'll be happy. We have, unaware, unconscious mode. We have, chaos mode. We have unrestrained, warriors mode. And of course, we have one of my favorites actually is endless, which is pretty fun. Like, you just go on and really just test your might, test your skill. You can get, nice rewards. You can get, you can just go in, have fun, because the story mode levels up there, they do have different difficulties and different stages, but like, you can just get in here and grind to your heart's content. And we have OHKO mode, where you only start with 1 HP, and, well, yeah, if you get hit, it's just over. Where, good thing is, for an example, Erin's equipment, as I mentioned, giving you those additional, like, shields and hearts, can be extremely useful and life-saving here. So yeah, you can read everything yourself here if you are interested. But yeah, these are the additional game modes, and basically that is everything the game has to cover. There is also a little dungeon here, like you can just train and show off your moves here, as we did in the beginning of the video. Here you can change your characters. As you see, our beautiful Hina here is spinning, and our Suika here is being drunk. Now, for the finale, I do want to recommend some characters that I personally think they're good and that they will be, good for a beginner especially. Chirino. Chirino is one of the best characters in this game, and you start off with her. She's pretty simple and unique. She has freezing abilities. Her damage is pretty solid, and overall, she's just a fun character to play with. Her damage is very solid. Her skills are very useful, such as Perfect Freeze. Not only does it damage your enemies a little bit, but, also freezes them. And, if you have a Clown Pieces equipment like I do, you can even inflict chaos damage on them. So not only are they, like, frozen still, but they take, like, damage over time, which is pretty good. And, Chirino overall just has great moves and does a lot of damage. Yomu is more melee style. All of her moves are really melee. So unlike Chirino, who is a very long-ranged character, Yomu is the exact opposite. She's strictly melee, so you will have to get, like, very close to your opponent, like face-to-face. And unlike some characters that I will mention that are also melee, Yomu's both skills and moves are very melee-oriented, so you will always have to come in, up close and personal if you want to do some damage. We have Sanai. She's okay. I wouldn't really recommend her that much. I mean, obviously she has her own things, but she's more like, to buff yourself. She gives, like, different buffs and debuffs the enemies and buffs herself. She's okay. She's alright. I wouldn't say she's anything special, but she's okay. She's not bad, but, compared to other characters, she's kind of low tier. And I think same thing, actually no, I won't judge Rin because I never even played with Rin. I just tested out some of her moves. So, sorry Rin fans. Alice, another solid option. She can summon her dolls to fight for her, which I think is such an amazing mechanic. She summons her dolls to fight for her. She can, fire off like laser beams, and summon her dolls to do her bidding, which I think is very cool. Like you can either summon like dolls, to protect you, the dolls, pardon, dolls with shields, or, simply dolls that will fight for you, which is pretty good. Hina is a interesting character, and she needs time to learn. Like she's not a bad character, but you really need a her playstyle is very unique. So she's very different, and I think like the best would be just to play it yourself and figure it out. Clown Piece does chaos damage, which is like dot damage over time. And she does a lot of damage. Clown Piece, honestly, a highly high tier character. Her moves are very powerful. They're flashy, well animated, do a lot of damage. Honestly, Clown Piece, I highly recommend to everybody. Orin isn't like, I wouldn't say she's like, wow, amazing, character, but damn is she fun to play. I made a lot of memes, with her in her little like shopping cart, and she would just like go wee, launching herself like an Angry Bird, which is so funny. I highly recommend Orin because she's just so fun. She's not the best character, but damn is she fun to play. Like extremely fun. Next up we have Marisa. Marisa, being Marisa, she just does high damage. Overall, a good character. Kinda tough to obtain, but she's good. Her Master Spark does a lot of damage. Her moves, she has, AoE moves, to defend herself from, approaching enemies if you get, like, stuck or something. She has her beloved Master Spark. She has some buffs. She's pretty good. And same thing goes with Reimu. Although Reimu is kind of odd in this game. She has, like, transformations where she does, like, increased damage to yokai. And she has a lot of nice and flashy high damage moves, so I would recommend Marisa and Reimu as well because they're pretty good. Subako as well, goes into the pretty good category. Subako is just fun to play. She has a lot of cool moves, and as I said, she's pretty unique, so give her a shot. And same goes with Star and Mystia. They're all, pretty unique. They do solid damage. They're pretty nice. So, if you're a fan of these two, I say the game did them justice. Now, when it comes to DLCs, I think I will have to recommend DLC 3 if y'all are planning on buying DLC. I think I would recommend the DLC 3 the most just because Yukari does a lot of like on-screen AoE damage, and she has like a big range, so you can just kind of sit back and relax. And same thing goes with Erin. With Erin, you can actually play safe. Not only does she have her own like equipment skill, already that I mentioned, but she also has a pretty unique skill where she summons a black hole and sucks up all enemy bullets, so you can just be safe. And you can fire off multiple black holes as well, so you can just, you don't even have to dodge. You can just use her black hole ability. Her other abilities are pretty good. They do a lot of damage, but the black hole ability is kind of special because it will suck in smaller enemies and slow down, bigger enemies, and it will just suck up all the bullets, which is just useful as fuck. Y'all saw how Kaneko is broken. Like, she's just way too OP. Just, if you want an OP character to have fun with, Kaneko is your girl. And same thing goes with Yuka. Yuka is so fun to play. Yuka is the most unique character because she has 3 different stages. She has her stage when she has full HP, then she has a like little super dash ability, and then she has like a cloning ability, and she does have like a completely different skill set when she's a little damaged, when she's low HP, and when she's full HP. When she's a little damaged, all it takes just 1 heart to lose for her to enter the second stage. There she gets a very powerful laser. Then in her like second stage, she basically becomes Marisa, but better. And in her third stage, with low HP, she starts doing more attack damage. And again, she gets like some bloody tornadoes and, her moveset, she basically has 9 skills. And same thing, I guess goes with Suika. It's just, Suika can transform at will, while, with Yuka, you kind of have to calculate which stage works for you best. And Junko isn't, as powerful as the other gals, but like the factor she has is the fun factor. She's very, very fun to play with her like giant like stone toads, for example. You can make like walls and stuff, and you can like detonate them. It's very fun. And then we have, Suika, as I showed you all before. We showcased Suika a little. She's also very OP as fuck, and when she enters her, like, giant stage transformation, she is invincible. Like, she can't lose HP. We have Eiki, which is another very, very fun character. We have Tenshi, she's very flashy, she's well animated. We have Kasen, she's just beautiful to play with. These three are melee characters, and they do a lot of damage, and all of their skills are very unique and deal a nice amount of damage. So I would highly recommend DLC 3 and 4. DLC 2 I would only recommend if you want to play with Flan, because in DLC 2, honestly, Flandre is the only good character, in my opinion. Like, Koishi is good as well, and she's pretty well animated, but I think like Flan is the best one. She does have this like little demonic transformation where she pulls out her fire sword and just like starts slashing, her fire everywhere and leaving like fire on the ground, dealing like DOT damage for everybody that steps on it. And she can like make multiple clones of herself so you can attack more. And she has a move which is called Insta Death, which just summons this like big Eye of Sauron that decimates everybody. Like, when I first got her, I legit thought like it was just that. It was like GG, it's insta-kill. It's not insta-kill, but it does a lot of damage, and I mean a lot of damage, might as well being insta-kills. Minarakia, she's very gimmicky. She doesn't shoot bullets or do melee attacks like regular characters. Instead, she like plants seeds on the ground, and then you have to detonate them, which is okay, but it's very difficult. Like, for example, I wouldn't recommend her at all like in harder stages or bosses, because although she can do like fuck ton of damage, it's just very difficult, because maybe the boss won't go the way, you plant bombs one way, the boss is gonna go the other way, Yatsu Sanashi, she's pretty okay, she's pretty basic, and same thing goes with June. Like, they're okay, like, wouldn't recommend them, but, they are fun at least, they're pretty cool. And when it comes to DLC 1, I think I would highly recommend Satori, because she has a mimic skill, and she will get 3 random abilities from every single character, both DLC and default. And the best thing is, you don't even have to have other DLCs, you'll just get their skills, which is pretty good. Like, she mimics other people's skills, and I really, really like that. Shizuha basically is just a Mortal Kombat character. No, she's a Dragon Ball character. If you like Dragon Ball, like, she's so fun to play. She has these like Ultra Instinct dodges, she has these like cool fighting game combos, she has these like energy beams. Honestly, I highly recommend, Satori and Shizuha. For an example, Ramelia is pretty good as well. She does a lot of damage, she's very flashy. Ben, she's okay, I guess. And Shion also is a pretty good character, but the thing with Shion, she is very MP heavy. She will be draining a lot of your MP. She does a lot of damage, and she even casts like bad luck on enemies, cursing them, giving them like DOTs. But she's very slow. Like, if you want movement speed, she's not for you. Like, she's very, very slow. But she does good damage, though, at least. There's that. And when it comes to defaults, I think out of defaults, the best character is most probably Clown Piece, Marisa, and Rainbow. So there you have it, everybody. That is gonna be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed my little review and revisiting of this game. If you're new here, do consider leaving a like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you all in the next one.